Hello everybody and welcome! My name is Offsummer and this is FTB Interactions, episode 21. Yay! And today, as you can see in my hand, we get a lot of HP done. Not really, just gonna be the last 2 minutes, but we are creating fuel that's gonna help us through HV. Even after the moon. Well, moon is technically HV, but yeah. If you like it, just remember the like button is somewhere down there. I know if you have a lot of free time, why not just subscribe? You know, it's free. Also, there is a Discord in the description. If that's something you fancy, hey, you are more than welcome. See you like in a second. Anyways, for our next task, we are gonna need fluid transfer node. Well, all you can see in my inventory. We are finally going to get our hands on our some oil and some petunias. Yeah. Where is that teleporter? I did already go. Oh, this is the new one. And find my spots for oil. It is north from our base, not too far, but far enough so we have to use these fluid transfer nodes. So I'm just going to set up this pump on top of it. It will straight away recognize oil. And something you need to remember is you will have to add these range add-ons. If you don't, it will basically just take the one line, the one column from the bottom. So yeah, make sure you add those. Now we also need some energy, and that's why I brought Spectre Coil. I think range 5 will do. Range 6 is the maximum we can craft right now, but I think that should do it, really. Anyways, our fluid transfer node will go in here with some pressurized conduits, extra lane set, same as always. That's already full of oil, and I already have a GPS set this time. So yeah, let's just make sure this area is chunk loaded. It is. So let's teleport back home. Oh, what a beautiful place. And yeah, we do have some oil. Now for the time being, I'm just gonna take 2 buckets of it. There you go. And I'm gonna go to my starting crafting storage area. It's been a long time since I had to use these, and I think, yeah, you're the one. So bucket of oil, another bucket of oil, and we get 2 petunias. We'll make more in time, but for now that's all we need, really. Now I was thinking about making some kind of small garden in our next task or next build, but I think I'm gonna make some of these floating plants, floating flying power. I believe is any kind of mystical plants and some dirt. Oh, I love being able to fly around. So this should be like these, like that, and like these. Awesome. And now we can combine these floating thingy with you. Floating petunia. Awesome. Now with this floating petunia, I'm gonna make mana from wizardry. And it's not something that we really need. It's more than stable mana, and it's only useful for a few recipes, really. Say all the Botania, terrestrial, and a few more things like the mana pearls and mana diamonds. The one I want is the mana pearl, and it's just so I can craft, where are you? These chalice. But it's good to have it. We'll eventually need unstable mana in order to make a few chickens, a few more to make rare earths from Thaumcraft, and again all the terrestrial ingots, Gaia ingots, and whatnot. That also takes unstable mana. But in order to make these unstable mana, we are going to need mana from wizardry. And having to go out there and back at it, and it's just not fun. I already empty out a few lakes around, and or ponds. I should probably just call them ponds, but yeah. Anyways, so the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to use our mana extrapolator. The recipe is these mana orbs. We already made them at the beginning, and carbon paper, which is just paper surrounding charcoal. Anyways, if you, same as always, if you right click or say the uses for these, it will show you how can you craft it or place it. Fortunately, because this is not specific, you can't just right click or shift right click on the machine and it won't show you basically what the structure is. But we should have all the materials for these. So let's do something like these. We want our mana input hatch here, for example. Mana output hatch, we didn't really need that, but yeah, just in case. Our tiny fluid input hatch output, which again, don't think we need, but yeah, it's all right. A block of mineral, 2 of you, one here, slapped here, and here. And did that form a missing structure? How finicky are you? Oh, that did it. Okay, awesome. Now we're gonna need 2 tanks really. Okay, let me put these here. That's going to be our tank for creosote. Our floating petropetunia is going to come here. And I forgot, we are going to need a mana pool and a mana spreader, of course. Now, realistically, we don't really need the mana pool. Yeah, I'm not going to use it because really, a mana pool here would mean that I have to store mana for something else. Let's connect you to you. You should be already connected here. Is this taking out mana? No. Oh, yeah, there you go. I probably disconnected it or something. Oh yeah, because this was already placed. Now, anyways, this should be fast enough so we have mana, and we do. So, oh, I'm also gonna put this here just because. It doesn't increment or it doesn't increase the amount. It's just make it a bit more powerful, aka faster, I think. Our creosote is never gonna go down. So yeah, let me get a tank. And let's set it here with a fluid conduit, extract always active, and insert by default. Right, and we're gonna put our GPS here, and that should be getting into our mana tank. Yep, it is. Awesome. Now with these, we are going to be able to make our unstable mana. But of course, since unstable mana, it's not something I really need to fully automate, I think I'm just gonna let it be. For now, I think the best thing to do is moving on to our power generation situation thingy and see how we can improve it. We're not doing too bad though. Anyways, we are gonna have to continue with our production. Alright, I think one of the first things we should work on is this acetic acid, because it's simple and we have pretty much everything we need for it. I'm also gonna need a circuit. Do I have any on me? No. Okay, let me get those. I think I'm gonna stand this line over here to make all this fuel production or iron gold, which it's going to be Cetane Boosted diesel. Anyways, With a little bit of power now, we should be able to put our first alchemical reactor in the line. A little bit of F7 action, although we shouldn't really worry because of the rituals that we have going on around. Anyways, we're gonna have two markers in here set up to the same block, and these two are going to take ethylene and oxygen. With a program circuit configuration 2, we can do that right now. There you go. And we're gonna look for our two tanks, the one with oxygen, which is this one here, right? Yep. In you go. And the other one was ethylene, which is this one here. And off you go. And these should be smart enough not to just fill both. Yeah. Awesome. It's already producing acetic acid. Nice. The next step is going to be mix these. So we can actually do these. Where's my wrench? There you go. We're gonna set it to out the fluid output on the left. Awesome. And we're gonna get another GPS. And we're gonna link these to our sulfuric acid, which should be this one here, right? In you go. Now this one here should be producing ethanol and diluted sulfuric acid. Now these extra liquids for now, I'm not gonna deal with them, but in the end, at least the ones that I don't find very useful, they'll go in here. So yeah, okay. Now that we have these ethanol, we are going to need to work towards nitric acid, this one here. I think the best way to do this is either nitrogen dioxide and water, or water, oxygen, and nitrogen dioxide, which is just oxygen and nitrogen. And all those can actually come from our gassy chicken. So, okay. So I guess our first step should be producing this nitrogen dioxide, which is nitrogen and oxygen. Okay, you don't have any outer fluid output. Okay, I can just put this one here, I guess. Doesn't really matter. And we're gonna get another two. One is gonna be for, wait a second, program circuit 1. Right? And we have oxygen right there. And nitrogen right here. Let's up the rate. Oh, looks like we're running out of oxygen. Where is that oxygen coming from, by the way? Argon. This is the oxygen one. Which is okay. There are different ways of producing that also, but nothing we should be worried about at the moment. Now this should start producing our oxygen and nitrogen, our nitrogen dioxide. And slowly but surely, it is. Okay. So, are you gonna craft any other byproduct, by the way? Looks like, no. No, you're not. Okay, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up a few ender fluid conducts and fluid thrascan that is over here, and I'll show you. Oh, and we'll continue from there, I guess. All right, first let's make sure we have all the ingredients in order to continue with our line. Yeah, let's say line. Okay, so we do have this nitrogen dioxide, and we're gonna mix it with oxygen and water one more time. So this one is gonna have oxygen and water. Both of them will come from here. Oxygen over there. Water over here. And I know, I should probably move these, but oh well. We're gonna set this one to auto output because this is one of the ones that we can, no byproduct. And you're gonna need a program circuit 4. There you go. Once again, we're going to need another advanced chemical reactor in which we are going to create our tetranitromethane, apparently, which is nitric acid with ethanol. I'm sorry, I'm reading from a paper I have right on me, so if you listen to anything weird, kind of weird, that's because I'm reading. Anyways, I'm also gonna set up this fluid flask right there. You are gonna have the lowest priority. Okay, from here, what do we want to get? Nothing. From here, what do we want to get? We want to get the ethanol, which is gonna come in here. So insert ethanol goes in there, and this one is gonna come into the. Which one did we set up? We haven't set up any yet. So this one can extract on the brown line, always. And all the ethanol is gonna go in there, while all the dilutic sulfuric acid will go here. Now from here, we want to move. Actually, we don't need that for this. We're just gonna right click in here, auto output, and this is going to start producing our tetranitromethane. Our current bottleneck apparently is going to be the oxygen production, which is something we can easily ramp up, so not a problem there. Now, the reason we made this tetranitromethane, it's because if we go a step farther and we mix it with our biodiesel that we made last episode, we're gonna get Cetane Boosted diesel, and this is going to be what is going to basically power all our automation from now on, since it's kind of, you know, one of the things you just set up and go with it. All right. We could even go a step farther and make infused nitro diesel. But if I'm completely honest with you, the only times I'm really having problems with energy, it's when I have all my blast furnaces running. There's other times, you can see, it's pretty good. Now from here, we're also going to want to extract from brown, so it takes the water. No. Let's not do that for now. Wait. I think we voided all our tetranitromethane. Okay, I'm gonna set up a filter here for water, so you can only, where's the brown channel? So you can only extract the water from there, always active, and the water should go all the way there. Perfect. Our tetranitromethane, however, is gonna come here to another, yet again, fluid, up here, fluid transfer node. And I made a bunch because I know we're gonna need a bunch. Oop. Ta-da! So we get tetranitromethane already made. Awesome. Now, as I told you already, oxygen seems like it's our current bottleneck. So what's the best way to make oxygen for us right now? Oxygen plasma? No. Oxygen bucket? Oxygen? Nah, a chicken will do. Alright. It looks like it could even take a few more roosts. It doesn't spend a lot of time empty either, so yeah, that will definitely do it for now. Alright, I was rewatching my last clips and I realized that when we had 50 something buckets of ethanol, it only arrived half of them. And that's because of these priority systems. Because this was allowed to go in the fluid can, it was instantaneously transporting both over the ethanol there and there. So, yeah, we were losing a lot of fluids, really. Also, I had to put a fluid transferred fluid filter from GregTech, not difficult zinc and lapis plate. And well, if you right click with the screwdriver, you will see its interface. Now the way to add these on the filters, if you see a square, green square on the bottom right of my screen, your screen, I guess, it will have the same interface as a Minecraft table in this 9x9. Select anywhere you want the liquid, up to 9 liquids, I guess. Blacklist and set it to drain. If you don't set it to drain, it will basically just not drain the water in there. The water, to get rid of it, I set another fluid filter, goes all the way there, and yada yada. So water doesn't backlog in here, basically. Because, you know, this is just not fast enough. Compared to the GregTech pumps and fluids, and yeah, it's just not fast enough. So yeah, a lot of tetranitromethane. Now, throughout the episode, I've realized that by... basically, we have a kind of small factory going on, and the system is not really keeping up. Yeah, so the way we're gonna fix that, and we're gonna fix that right now, because this is not really a big deal right now, but if we come over here, as you can see, the ugly room has barely any steam in it, and that means that these machines are running out of power. See? So, okay, we're gonna get the last step done right now then. First, if we have a look at the quests, I still haven't unlocked these, but I can assure you it is all ready. Okay, we'll have a look at the quests later on. For now, we're gonna focus on two things. First, the advanced mixer, because we're gonna need one if we want to make our Cetane Boosted diesel. Everything is automated, so it should come in just a second. There we go. And in order to use these power, we're going to start using our, where is it? Our diesel generators. In this case, a turbo diesel generator, whatever. And I'm going to order... What is it that you don't know how to do? These? You should definitely know how to do this. Now if I order... It's likely done. 10? Yay! Okay, while that's working, and it's probably gonna take a while, we're gonna go down here and we're going to use, oh, that's right, this is HV. Okay, for now I'm gonna get some signalum cables. 20. There you go. And I believe I can actually craft a transformer now. I can. Awesome. Yay. Now, of course, this is not going to... Actually, instead of setting us just a crappy thing, I'm gonna wait up till these diesel generators are ready. And then I will start swapping these. Not sure. Now, actually, I think I'm gonna disconnect these from the network, so all these assembly line runs out of steam, and then these floor and the blast furnaces are connected to the HV line. Sounds like a plan? Yeah, I think it could work. I think for the time being, I'm just going to place my triple diesel generator in here. I'm gonna double these, so it's 2 times, and straight away I'm just gonna use it to power some things. But okay, let's first connect this here. Let's put our mixer right there, And it's not getting any power because... There you go. Yeah, with the dot over there. Now in here, we're going to be able to... And I'm... don't really know, because I don't want to automate it in here, right? Although I could actually... Yeah, I think actually thinking about it, I think I'm gonna put these here, and our mixer, well, it could connect to this line. It's just going to make it a bit slow, really. So I'm gonna put it in here, and we're gonna give it biodiesel, like so, and tetranitromethane. Now the ratio is a bucket to 40 millibuckets of that, so... Ooh, look at that. But it doesn't have enough power, of course. That's alright for now. And same as we've been doing all throughout the series, I'm going to put this one here with a fluid node, mechanical pipe. I'm going to take these two empty cells, just so I can take all the liquid that's inside. Remove these. Put these somewhere. I'm just going to make my life a bit easier so I can move it later on. That should be absolutely fine. Tetranitromethane, biodiesel. Yeah, and actually those 264 buckets will be more than enough. Alright. Finally, our fluid node. Fluid out to output. Oh, it's full already. Wow, that's fast. And we're gonna connect. Oh, it's already linked, of course. We're gonna connect you here. So that's gonna complete the loop. And trust me, this is more than enough for right now. Again, we're gonna want to connect at least these blast furnace. And remember, we don't want to mix cables there. And so we're going to... Oh, I'm probably also going to change that for a different output hatch. But yeah, same as I've been doing, I'll make battery buffers. I'll head into the quests that... manganese and that one. No, that more signalum. I have already 40. Yeah, this is not something difficult. I already have these nanoprocessors. We're in good shape, really. And so, what about going to the moon? Believe it or not, what we've accomplished today, although it doesn't necessarily look like a lot, it's just gonna help us tremendously. Not the mana thing. Mana thing is just, hey, we automated something else. But everything else, the Cetane Boosted diesel and the next one that we can even craft with it, it's as OP. And it's that simple. Anyways, if you like the video, give it a like, subscribe, leave a comment if you learned something new, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.